Peace and blessings, beloved souls. Oh my gosh. Come and hang out with Mama Wanda. I recently was on TikTok and saw a good, one of my longtime followers, and I follow her from TikTok days. From Periscope days. And I'm a late bird, so I happen to be up. Sorry guys, I don't have my butterfly eyes on. I don't have no makeup or anything. Although I keep it simple anyway. But today is Thanksgiving, 2023. And I'm at my favorite place. I'm going to take you on a walk with me. I'm going to include in this video an update on what's been going on. I'm just going to be transparent with you. So I was on TikTok not too long ago, and one of my followers, someone that I follow as well from Periscope days, I said that already. Her name is Latanya, I think, but I know her as Sprinkles and Booze. And I happened to be up, and it was about 4 o'clock in the morning, I think, about 3 or 4. And she said, "Oh, Chakra Wanda, I've been missing you. I do check out your YouTube." She said, "I would love it if you could do something longer, because I love listening." And so I haven't been doing I have been pulling back from doing social media. I will tell you that. I was in a momentum for a good while as I wanted to increase my connection through YouTube, build the numbers, and let that be a part of one of the ways that bring me joy and monetization as well. And so I had started a series called Journey of a Grandfluencer, and I had discovered several months ago that there's such a thing as a grandfluencer, those who are over a certain age that are influencers. And I've always done videos and things over the years. I'm a multi-creative, so you'll see on my channel I have too many different things. But lately, in the last few months, there's a major shift that is occurring. And I've seen a shift in one of my main avenues of expression through my hair business. And I'm seeing it slow down, right? But I also reflect on the fact that I had been saying and asking, for clarity from the universe, from the Holy Spirit, from God, from the one essence, the same one thing that causes the sun to shine, right? And rise. How can I be sustainable on my God-given skills, gift skills, and talents that I've already created? So, also, we're coming into we're into the fall season, and I definitely experienced the seasonal, affective, shift. They call it SAD, seasonal affective disorder. I really don't want to claim anything negative, but what I will say is anytime the fall and winter hits, oh my God, I feel like I could hibernate. I feel like I could go to sleep and not wake up till spring. I feel heavy, and that's why today I'm out here before I go see my doctor to sit by the water. So come with me by the water. I've done a lot of thought about my content efforts. It's a lot of, there's a lot of energy that's exerted when you are doing this content creation. And I kind of I want to take out of my mind that I'm creating content. I want to take out of my mind worrying about algorithms, for real. I want to just stay focused on bringing content to those that resonate with my energy, right? And what I have to offer. And so lately I've been thinking about, what really feels good. I have been honing in on creating a daily ritual mostly about awareness and how I'm feeling when I wake up in the morning. Which dimensional mindset do I want to be in? You know, when it comes to conscious awareness, at any time you can be in third dimension, survival mode, mostly, or fourth and fifth dimension, where you open up to unexpected possibilities, paying attention to what your vibration is in any given moment for any day, paying attention to thoughts and feelings that might resonate within you that are so subtle that can block your flow. And so I've studied a lot about, or Spirit has made me aware to, when I get up in the rising, making a choice to turn my thermostat of awareness to operate from the fourth and fifth dimension. I'm going to insert an explanation of this process that I've created for myself, a daily process of resetting before I even activate operating in the world, checking in with conscious awareness of what I choose and how I want to flow, checking in with my chakra system and my energy body to see if there's anything resonating or vibrating from having slept. You go to sleep at night and you wake up. You've been exposed to many things in the world, whether or not you look for the information or it just comes to you because someone tags you. I also want to insert some information that I discovered, didn't realize it was a thing, about, first of all, being a sensitive spirit, and how there's such a thing as vicarious trauma can actually, if you're not aware of it, cause you to be out of balance, and that's what drove me to really be consciously intentional as I open up into my day. And then what I'm affirming to myself, how I'm taking any old layering, any old programming, and creating a new affirming energy around that, and being conscious about operating with the power of this universe. I have a beautiful scene here. I'm going to show you guys. Look at that water glistening. Look at that water glistening. So let's go out and go ahead and get by the water. I'll continue to talk and tell you what I've been planning, what I've been hearing from Spirit on sharing myself. I want to focus on adding value through my personal experience as a woman of wisdom on this channel. And included in that is to definitely share the different aspects of what keeps me in a place of grace, ease, and peace. I have committed to being anchored in peace. And in doing so, doing things like this by getting in nature, diving into my creativity. I've just started to paint again. I'm creating my painted jewelry again. I'm doing canvas painting. And I was like, now, Spirit, how can I do this and then still share and then not burn myself out trying to post something every day, but at least 2 to 3 times a week on my YouTube, and build a connection with a tribe of people that may want to hear what I have to say. And I know that I can add some value too from sharing my life experiences and journey. Look at this view, guys. Now you see the lake has dried up a little bit, not too much, but this has been like this for some time. I guess we don't have enough rain, you know. But it's so beautiful out here today. There are people actually sitting in picnic and having their dinner today, I guess, you know, as a family. But look at this, it's beautiful. Normally the water is right up there by the rock, but look at it. It's such a beautiful day, beautiful day. So this is a part of my commitment of self-care is and being in a state of mind of awareness of the fourth and the fifth dimension, as well as my brainwave patterns, operating in theta. And again, I'm gonna put a video that talks about how I'm applying living an awakened life. You know, I did launch my podcast, Living an Awakened Life podcast. I did have an interview with a beautiful artist that I need to complete, put the other parts to it up there. I think I did an intro with Joy. Yeah, I did do an intro with Joy Soul Music. Guys, it's beautiful out here. Again, today is Thanksgiving, and I'm going over to my daughter's house, and she's got turkey wings, rice and gravy, string beans. I'm bringing potato salad. We've got some rolls and some wine, and probably binge watch on Netflix or something like that. So lately I have been getting back on Canvas. I will include a compilation of the latest work and some works that are still in my archive. I gotta edit the video because I love music behind when I show the progress of my paintings, but on YouTube you can't upload music, so I've got to go back and edit those and then possibly do some narration over it so you'll see. So where I am in my life right now, 2 days from now, on November 26th, I will be 65 years old on the planet. 65! It's like a trip. Oh my God, where has time gone? But one of the things I feel blessed with is keeping a commitment of being anchored in peace to myself. And being anchored in peace, as soon as I said I wanted to be anchored in peace, things come up that cause you to push through and remember what you said. That's for sure. So, to go even more deeper, I've done many things, you guys. I worked in corporate America 24 years. Right after that, I jumped right into the holistic arena as a massage therapist, and there are so many healing modalities. Look at the scenery behind me. Isn't that nice? I went into massage and healing work, and I remember being pulled and called into that. It wasn't a straight line. It ended up being, you know, at my office, at the companies that I work with, people would come and want to share themselves with me, and I always desired to reach out and give them a word or a touch, or you know just a comfort, and that led me into the massage arena. And then from there, that's when my full awakening occurred. You know, living an awakened life, what does that mean? I believe that I became aware that I was operating in third dimension survival mode. I didn't label it or understood it to be that way, without even putting those terms on it. Just being in the cycle of survival. And I've learned to be beyond that I can choose, no matter what shows up, what comes up, what pops up, situations, that I can choose a different way of viewing it, and I could choose a different way of knowing for myself that a solution is always present and that I also always have divine assistance. I am an angelic minister. I completed my ordination 2023 in April. It's a journey that started in 2015. And I love anchoring in peace in my day-to-day, being present enough to enjoy like what I feel across my face, that God's creation blows on my skin as I watch the water and the calmness. I bring that calmness into myself, you know? Yeah. So I am going to share more information in this moment. My intention is personally not to be burnt out by thinking that I have to post like every single day, or taking me out of being anchored in that peace and that calm, so that I can hear from the divine on next steps for what's important for me through my creativity to do. How to stay open to connect with others, to bring the gifts and offerings that I have into their lives, into their home space for art, for ladies, sacred jewelry on you as I design. But I'd like for my content and the flow behind it to stay as organic as possible, so that I can remain in the commitment of anchoring in peace and remaining anchored in peace. You guys get it? So I will post and share more about in due time, share more about what that looks like, because I have shifted. I'm always shifting and changing. So I'm not even going to ask for forgiveness on that at all. I am shifting and changing. I pray that my YouTube provides a place of reflection, of reset, of a reminder. To operate in your most powerful self in every moment, and to be able to navigate this earth as much as possible with grace and ease, and how you see it and how you want to process things. So here I've added some additional information and sharing with you recent projects. I'm feeling that I am going to dive more into my artwork. But as I show the artwork and make it available for purchase, that there's a story behind it, or a reflection that I am sharing with regard to living an awakened lifestyle. All right? Peace and blessings. Let's take a look at the water again. beloved. So yeah, what you just saw was my practice of anchoring in peace through creativity. I began painting during the pandemic, and I was encouraged by another creative friend as I saw her starting to paint. And I began with small canvases. I began with a technique called fluid art or pour painting on small canvases. Then I started to do larger canvases. But in between that, I began to create painted jewelry. And so you see just a little snippet just before some of my creations over the last 3 years. This year being 2023. So anchoring in peace also through conscious awareness. So I wanted to share with you, most recently in the past few months, what I've decided to do for myself to anchor in peace through conscious awareness. So I created an affirmation for myself, something that I focus on when I wake up in the morning before I go out into my day. I wanted to share with you what I created. And it's based on an awareness of not only my brainwave pattern, what brainwave pattern actually keeps me in a space that feels really, really good. We all have brainwave patterns. There's beta, alpha, theta, delta. You can Google and see what the difference is. I might even put a link below. Gotta remember, put a link below. And I'm going to talk about the differences, but also the conscious awareness level from a third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, without even using those terms, right? There's a lot going on in the world, and understanding the type of spiritual being that you are. I am a extroverted introvert. Yep. I'm actually, the introvert part of me enjoys being by myself. Have to have quiet time, downtime. Creativity is such a healing space for me. And I mentioned earlier about the seasonal changes. When the fall and winter comes, it's really, I feel it very hard to operate. But as I've been practicing this healing technique for when I wake up, scanning my thoughts, scanning my chakras, my energy body, doing the things that feel good, cultivating. I like to be in nature. I like to be near water. I like to create. And there are many times, too, when it's time to get out and connect with others who I have a small circle of different types of friends or tribes that, pretty much think and live in the same way, that I do, as far as who we interact with and what we take in from the world. So I wanted to share with you, wait a minute, I did do a draft. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. I copied and pasted as a draft. Okay, so I found it. All right. So I'm talking about moving and operating in a more intentional way, checking in upon rising in the morning, and checking in first by establishing an intention on how I want to see what's happening in my world. And so I want to talk about third, fourth, and fifth dimensional awareness. On Earth, we are all living life in either third, fourth, or fifth dimensional states of consciousness. In fact, it's most likely that majority of people on Earth are moving back and forth across 2 or 3 of these dimensional states of consciousness, depending on where they are in their lives. So let me explain the different dimensions. And I want you to pay close attention to see for yourself where you vacillate between these dimensional awarenesses. Okay? So here we go. 3D consciousness is viewing things from purely a physical state. Okay? You experience yourself as an individual that is separate from others. Like life feels like the survival of the fittest, and you feel fearful not having enough. You are identified by the way you look, the job you have, the car you drive, and the people you surround yourself with. Things are perceived as being good or bad. You rely on just your 5 senses to move through the world. It's not necessary to go deeper. Things are what they are. Yeah. I personally believe that when we are born and in the way the world is, you're raised, okay, and taught on how to operate just from your 5 senses. Sight, hearing, smelling, touching, touch, smell, hear, seeing, and feeling, I think. Yeah. So you're not raised or taught on how to operate from your spiritual senses. Clairaudient, claircognizant, clairvoyance. There are more parts of you as a spiritual being having a human experience. So sometimes people want to put it all into one category as your 6th sense, your intuition. But there's more layers to you as an intuitive being. So I talked about 3rd dimensional awareness. Check 4th dimensional awareness. 4D consciousness begins to awaken to the idea that we are all connected and that there is more to life than what meets the eye. A strong desire to find your purpose and to follow your passions. And I believe that many of us begin to evolve to that when you no longer want to operate from lack of limitation of the 3D viewpoint. And you begin to recognize and be driven by passions and purpose. For me, my passions and purpose, I can't do anything without it having all the elements. There's a reason, right, why I am putting this recording out. There's a reason why I share about what helps me to stay anchored in peace. Creativity is a huge part of me. And I've recognized that when I'm expressing, the opposite of expressing is depression. And when I am in creativity and expression, depression stays at bay. 4D consciousness. You are worthy to live the life of your dreams. You perceive the world through 6 senses, and your intuition starts to grow and expand. You seek a deeper meaning to life, and you can start to see the synchronicity and the magic of the universe. I am an angelic minister, right? I teach and talk a lot over the years about the awareness of the angelic realm, that I wholeheartedly believe that there is a solution for everything and that we have assistance. We have divine assistance. I have in this, on this YouTube channel, a playlist. It's called The Metamorphosis of Chakrawanda. And I share in that some major life shifts that have occurred to me, have occurred in my life that were life-threatening. Yeah, I've seen a plane crash. I've been in a home invasion. I had tumor scares. And on my birthday last year this time, this is 2023, November 2023, last year, 2 days after Thanksgiving, I witnessed neighbors shooting at each other, and one literally killed. So anchoring in peace is really important for me. That's why I talk, about when I wake up, what is marinating in my mind, how to reset that, how to choose not to look at the third dimensional survival aspect of awareness, but to move into the fourth and the fifth. Let me tell you what the fifth awareness is. In 5D awareness, life becomes an adventure of growth, and there's no such thing as good or bad. There's a higher purpose for all things, and every experience holds meaning. Stronger feelings of love and connectedness with others, and the planet, and even the galaxy around us. You understand that everyone is just on their journey. You understand that your purpose is to live your truth and to seek joy. Your intuition is extremely strong, and you feel connected to divine presence, ascended masters, angelic beings, Orisha, and the Akasha. You know that there is no competition and there's enough in the universe for everyone. It is important to remember that these states of consciousness are not better or worse than the other. Every soul on this earth has their own journey to walk and their own reasons for choosing which dimensional state to live from. Yes, we can choose to view life above 3D. Awareness is key to living an awakened life. Yeah. One other thing that I want to leave you with is an awareness of the brainwave states. Let me just see. So here we go. Brainwave states. Your brain never truly shuts down, even when you're asleep. At any given moment, your brain is firing off electrical signals that are generally classified under 5 categories. These categories can be further broken down. Let's see. And it's worth mentioning that the frequency ranges for each brainwave can sometimes differ. Let me tell you the different types of brainwave states. There are 5. Where is it? Okay, so here we go. Brainwave frequencies. You have delta, theta, alpha, beta, and then there's gamma, right? So I won't go into all of them, but when I began to study, and I noticed that all through my years, whenever I would do some sort of creativity, that there's this, it seems to activate a sense of like time stands still. And so I typed in Googled what brainwave state is a person in when they're in painting or creativity. And it talked about the theta state, right? Theta state. Subjective feeling states: intuitive, creative, recall, fantasy, imagery, creative, dreamlike, switching thoughts, drowsy, oneness, knowing. And so I started to, get into that awareness, and it felt good to be in that state. So doing things that cultivate that more for me is healing. So I want to share with you my morning ritual, and I'll be recording it in my voice on my phone so I can wake up to what I have committed for myself on a daily basis. So here's my affirmation, my oath for anchoring in peace. So here we go. I embrace gratitude upon this rising. I set my conscious thermostat to operate in 4th and 5th dimensional awareness. I scan my chakras and energy body. Identify any messages or old programming that needs to be transmuted to the highest frequency by affirming the highest possibility. I consciously activate my theta brain waves through visioning and daydreaming throughout my day to cultivate the powerful feeling nature of what I want to manifest. I am reminded that as a child, I live in this way of being daily. I personally commit to the intentional actions that keep my physical avatar, nervous system, and all operations therein keeping me in a state that feels the highest within me. I do this by filtering what I take in from the outside world. I enjoy a lifestyle of grace, ease, and balance. I am reminded that as a child, I lived in this way of being daily. I might have repeated that. I anchor myself in peace. So, there you have it. And I enjoyed bringing this video to you, this organic sharing, my thoughts of how I'm choosing to navigate during the season, how I'm anchoring in what feels good, how I'm trusting the divine to guide me on how to use all of my innate gifts, skills, and talents to be sustainable, to add value to others by sharing. And my prayer is for those of you who might feel stuck somewhere in your life. You might feel like you're on a hamster wheel. You know, the hamster wheel of this planet, of the messages that the world puts out, that you're not going to make it. It's going to be a struggle. It always has to be hard. And to tap within yourself, tap into that more expanded, higher way of living within yourself. Check your thoughts as you move into your day. Check how you feel about your interactions. Check who's close in proximity to you. Do they deserve your energy, your time, and your peace? Yeah, and making the shifts necessary. So I appreciate being able to leave this message for you. This is Mama Wanda, and as I am prompted daily or weekly, I will continue this organic share. I will share with you the projects that I'm working on as far as my art and my jewelry, which I am putting that out there. I am rebooting, organizing, or reestablishing my Etsy shop, so that you all can choose art and jewelry that will definitely activate healing in your life, in your home, or as you want healing creations to go and gift others with. All right? Thank you for watching and listening. Let me know in the comments what resonated with you, what you would like to hear more of. I invite you to take a tour of my YouTube and look at the playlist. I believe there's something there that can help you. So thank you for hanging out with me today. Hope wherever you are that the weather is mild, or that it's enjoyable, whatever it is for you, whatever part of the country or the world. Do the things that feel good to do, and when life knocks on your door to make a shift, just take a deep breath and say, I allow, I allow, I allow.